Hey guys, it's Bish Aussie here, and welcome to episode 16 of the BFC Dynamo series. Now, today's episode, we are nearly towards, we're towards the end of the season, and we're nearly at the end of the season. There will be one more episode, so 17 will be the end of season review, and potentially by then, we will know for certain whether or not we're going to actually make that sort of sixth place playoff spot for promotion. Anyway, since the last episode, I'll go over these fixtures. We'll try and get through them nice and quick. There's not too many to get through. Things did turn around, starting off with a 5-2 victory over Victoria Cologne. As you can see, Montag opened the scoring, Gudra getting us a second. They then scored 2 goals. We had Muller sent off, the left back, and then Akono getting himself a hat-trick. His second and third goals coming in stoppage time as well. Very good game for him and for Amadin as well, who I think picked up the man of the match. Yeah, as you can see there, 9.5, Akono with a hat-trick, only a 9.3. And that was, I believe that was off the bench as well, so solid effort. Anyway, we followed that up with a 3-0 victory over Bayreuth. And as you can see, Akono again on the score sheet. He did miss a penalty though, which was frustrating. And then we had Susek and Seebeck getting us some more goals there. Nice to actually get a clean sheet for once. Klinger with a 7.5. We then lost disappointingly to Sandhausen, who I believe were about to get relegated. I think they got relegated the game after this one. So we actually gave them a bit of a lifeline. As you can see, Amadin opened the scoring. Amadin also had a goal disallowed. They then scored 2 goals, one of which was in the 81st minute. And then we had a third goal that was also disallowed. Technically a second goal, but a third goal overall in the back of the net. They scored 2 from 4, and Klinger, 6.5, leader with a 6.1. The whole defense, and then Akono on a 6.1 himself. Pretty terrible. The next game, we bounced back against another sort of relegation candidate in SC Verl. Beat them 2-1 away from home. Susek in the first minute. They got one back just before half-time. Susek had a goal disallowed before half-time as well, which is very frustrating. I feel like that's sort of happening quite a bit. And then Gudra getting on the score sheet. Doesn't really happen too often, but in that sort of shadow striker role, he's performing better. And the final game just played was against Eintracht Braunschweig. Trying to get that pronunciation out there. Very impressive 4-0 victory. So, as you can see, goal scorers, own goal to kick it off, Amadin, Uzan, and Struik. They also had a goal disallowed, which gave us a clean sheet. So we want more clean sheets, especially going into towards the end of the season here. We got 2 big games today. Erzgebirge and Ingolstadt, and we'll get into the lineup now for that first game. I'm not going to try and pronounce the team name. I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce that team name correctly. Few people are out today. Few players out. Julovic suspended. Gudra injured for 3 weeks. Struik also injured, but his is only for 5 days. As a result, we're going to go with Klinger in goals. Montag will partner leader Chateau and Muller in our defensive line. We're going to go with Stark and Seebeck as our 2 centre mids. Sitting in front of them today is going to be Bojovic, the striker. As you can see, he's only half a star rated for that shadow striker position. But looking at his stats, I feel like he would actually make a pretty decent shadow striker. Can't really look there yet because he's never actually played there. I feel like his stats highlighted might be decent. It's crazy to think that Bojovic has only scored 1 goal this season in the league. 15 starts and he scored 1 goal, considering how good he was last season. 19 and 32. It's a weird thing. His contract is running out, so I'm not really too fussed, as you can see there. We do keep Julic. He's got a contract for another year, albeit he's going to explore his options at the end of it. which again, perfectly fine because the wage budget is still in sort of shambles. Very, very bad at the moment. Like I said earlier, league table, we're looking all right, but we need to win. We need to win if we want to stay in it and stay in that race for that playoff spot. And that second game today, massive against Ingolstadt. Anyway, we are missing a player on the bench. I believe I have to keep that free. No, I don't. Okay. Pretty much everyone else is on the bench today. Let's get into it. Need a big win here today as well, realistically, going into that Ingolstadt game. And I feel like we kind of need to win every game from here on out. Otherwise, I don't think we're even going to come close to promotion. So, yeah, I mean, if we start drawing, it's not going to be good. We need to take 3 points away from Ingolstadt to close that gap. I believe at the moment it's 8 points. So, it's achievable. We've still got about 7... Oh, actually, I think we've got about 7 or 8 games left. Maybe 8, including this one. Which is... It's plenty of time. Anyway, Susek coming forward here. Cuts inside. Seebeck. Uzan. Offside. Onside. He's onside and we're in front. Lovely. 13 minutes in. Seebeck with a really nice assist there as well. That's only Uzan's second goal of the season. Stark losing the ball there. Good tackle. Montag's been playing well. Muller's been playing well, except for that red card he picked up. Here's Montag. Amadin's been really good. Stark, is he going to hit it? He does, and somehow it deflects in the back of the net. That was an unexpected goal there. I don't even think Stark would have... I don't even think he would have thought that was going in, to be honest. There we go. 2-0. Brilliant start. That's big. Again, clean sheets would be absolutely incredible. All right, they're coming forward now. Bit of space here on this right-hand side for them. It's in the box, and ooh, that's just gone wide. We're very lucky there. I feel like we are a little bit sort of lacking against sort of target men, big sort of aerial threats. I feel like we need to... I don't really know how we're going to do it. I'm thinking loan moves is probably going to be the only option for us next season. And in saying that, I don't think we're really going to get many options as we get a third goal there from Leader, the centre-back. We finally score from a corner on the stroke of half-time, pretty much. Also worth mentioning, Uzan has picked up an injury. Uzan will be staying. Uzan's got a contract for next season. Yes. All right. Very happy with things. We'll get him straight back out there. Chado's on a yellow card, but that's okay. Yeah, so Uzan's going to be staying. He does have a contract. I think I gave him a new contract last season. His is still relatively cheap. And like I said, we are going to lose Bojovic, who is still playing this game. We might actually take him off. He's on a 6.7, which isn't terrible, but I want to get Anor on the pitch. He's not at full fitness either, but that's perfectly fine. I have actually given Anor a lot of game time this season, especially off the bench, but he has started a few games as well. That's frustrating. We give up the clean sheet to Redondo. Good shot as well. Fair play. And we're going to ease Amadin off here as well. Don't really want him getting a second yellow card either. But Seebeck, so far man of the match. Really impressive. And I think my phone just vibrated. I will try and get that on silent. It was on the table and it definitely vibrated. Anyway. Coming towards the end of the game here, we've somehow scored 3 goals from 4 shots on target today. So definitely a little bit unfair us getting the victory here. We might be on for another one. Okono, terrible shot. He's been in goal scoring form recently, so that's a little sus. Anyway, in saying that, they've got 1 goal from 3 on target, so you know what, it is what it is. We're a little bit lucky, and look at that. That bumps us up to 46 points. We're 4 behind Duisburg, and then 5 behind Ingolstadt in that playoff spot. Oh, it is heating up. Our form has turned around. Last episode, I was sort of asking myself if we could actually do it. And at the moment, I think we're on form. We're on form. Anyway, I'm going to skip forward and I'll show you guys the lineup for the Ingolstadt game. All right, so let's get into the lineup. This is probably the biggest game of the season, I would say, at the moment. Anyway, a couple changes. Anor coming in for Bojovic. Didn't really impress me. Still like in match fitness because I think there was about 12 days in between games. And then Mendy coming back in at centre back. And that's due to the injury here to, suspension here to Chato. And then the final change was Jublovic coming back in and Stark dropping to the bench. So yeah, they're the changes. Let's get into the lineup. Mendy's lacking match fitness. Not great because he's also not a very good player. But yeah, hopefully we can have a big game from all the boys and they can actually go out there, try and get themselves into, contention for that playoff spot. Because essentially that's all we're really fighting for at this point in time. I don't think we're going to be able to reach the teams that are fighting for the current automatic spots. Anyway, Anor to Jublovic, Seebeck, Susek. Ooh, just wide. He was offside anyway. Good start. All right. They're playing that sort of 5 at the back, which does seem to work pretty well against us, although they are using wingers. Usually at least I find that when we verse 5 at the back with the wingbacks and they don't use wingers, delete it. Leader just gave away a penalty in the most important game of our season. All right. Back to the drawing board, eh? 1-0 down. Wasn't expecting that for a start. Yeah, a penalty. Leader's probably our best centre-back at the moment as well. And yeah, now we're 1-0 down. As I was explaining, if they have 2 up front, no wingers, then I feel like we can often get carved up because there's usually like a massive overload of like 4 on 4 against our sort of defensive line. Anyway, Ingolstadt, they come not again. Oh, I thought that was going to be another penalty. I was about to lose it. Ingolstadt are still coming forward though, which is very good punch, but we're in trouble. We're 2-0 down already. Like, is a draw even good enough? I don't know. I don't know if it is good enough. Just sort of staying level on points, and we're pretty far off a draw by the looks of it at the moment. Like we concede 2 goals from 3 shots on target. Well, it was 3 before. Just got some dreadful performances out there. 6.2 for Uzan. Struick's back as well, so he can find himself on the pitch here. And then maybe Stark for Montag. A little bit lacking in fitness at the moment. So is Seebeck, to be fair. It's just frustrating. I feel like this was sort of our last chance. And I mean, they've got a centre back. I mean, Lorenz is the penalty taker, so probably a little bit inflated. But then their goalkeeper's on a 7 match rating. Mullers has picked up an injury as well. We'll have to get him off the pitch. We should be able to make that sub. There we go. And Ingolstadt have a free kick somehow. Our player's injured, but they have a free kick. And none of our players are closing the ball down. And that's 3-0. And that is well and truly game over. We have not offered a single thing in this game. That is pathetic. So, looks like we're not getting promoted. A lot of you guys probably thought already that it was it was going to be a pretty big shout for us to actually get into those, at least a playoff spot, let alone the automatic promotion spots. But yeah, I mean, losing it in this fashion, or not even being able to sort of have a chance for it, unless, I mean, if Ingolstadt start losing and we sort of continue winning after this one, then maybe, but come on, Anor. If Anor can score a goal, I'll be happy. It's a good shot by Akono. Just too little too late, though. Seaback with our corner. Scored from one corner. We get another one, but we can't score at the moment. Frustrating when we can't score. And then... Excuse me. And then we can't keep a clean sheet to save our lives. Albeit we've had 4 shots on target today, so... Yeah, it kind of is what it is. Jublovic, I mean, we get one back. All right, fair play. And all with the assist as well, so that's a nice little stat grab for him there. Goes from a 6.2 to a 6.8, so... Didn't really have the best of games. Anyway, we lose 3-1 to Ingolstadt. They are a good side. It's why they're in the playoff position to begin with. Obviously, I'm far from pleased. However, we're still there. We're in 9th place. I don't think it's going to happen for us. I mean, Duisburg, they're right on their tails. And then even then, Ingolstadt with that win, they're only 3 points behind SN, who are in that spot above them. But yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, who is this guy? 20-year-old midfielder. He's actually really good. Let's shortlist him. He's on loan from Dortmund, so they can get a player like that on loan. They're only paying 800 of his wages as well. That's ridiculous. And then I can't get any players on loan realistically. Go figure. Got the automatic save there as well. But yeah, that is going to wrap up the episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We got a 3-1 victory, and then we had a 3-1 defeat. So we gave ourselves a chance, and then we threw it away. Anyway, next episode, we will still do a double header against SN and Gladbach 2, purely for the fact that they're both really good teams. And I just think it'll be, a really interesting episode. Seeing as we are, 8 points again away from that playoff spot, I don't really think it's achievable with this many games left. Six left, so it's going to take a bit of a miracle. I might just start playing some of our regens. I'll show you those guys quickly. Obviously, we got Anor. Slightly improving. His personality went from low determination to lighthearted. He's also gained 2 points in determination, so from a 4 to a 6, which is really good. These have slightly changed. I think first touch has gone up. And again, he's gaining a little bit in his physicals, a little bit in his mentals, probably from the mentor group. Yeah, he's not really developing because we don't have good coaches. We don't have good facilities. So his potential is being wasted. As you can see here, Bundesliga 2 clubs interested in him. The other sort of player that's, you know, been brought up to the first team is this bloke here, Finn Lehman. Just a pretty solid centre back, to be honest. Not going to set the world alight. You know, again, jumping reach, strength, both pretty low, which I'm not a massive fan of. But he's got good positioning. Concentration's all right. Composure's terrible. But I would play him on that sort of left-hand side as the centre defender on defend. Good pace on him as well for a 17-year-old centre-back. 3-star, possibly 4-star potential there. And we might have to play him next season, depending on what happens with the wage budget. So why not give him a few games, see if he develops a little bit better going into the end of the season. Anyways, guys, that is it. Please smash a like on the video. Helps the series out. Helps people see the videos in there suggested a little bit more. Subscribe as well to the channel. Notification bell. You'll be updated when the episodes drop. And apart from that, as always, take it easy and goodbye.